Hello and welcome everybody. Today we are going to learn about 18 things that you should always keep to yourself. Everyone has times when they need to confide in others, but there really are some things that you just shouldn't share, at least with certain people anyway. If you want to know what are the things that you should keep to yourself and do not tell to anyone, then this video is for you. Keep watching the whole video and don't skip any important part of it. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news. 1. Your financial situation. Trust us, no one other than your creditors cares how much money you and your spouse makes. Besides, if you happen to make more money than your family, friends, or co-workers, they could end up resenting you or worse, taking advantage of you. Some people have it better than others. You may or may not be the one of the fortunate ones. If you are, that's great. But it's not wise to flaunt your wealth too much, and it's best if you keep your family's wealth to yourself. Money can corrupt friends and relatives, and when you have a lot of it, people around you are going to be jealous. If you have it, enjoy it and feel good about it. But don't brag about it. Your financial status does not pertain to anyone but you. 2. The favors you do. Always make sure that you don't talk about the good things you have done for others. For those who can't see your kind action, they don't need further explanation. It can also make them feel humiliated when you talk about your own actions. If you are doing good just to brag about yourself, does that count as good? Be kind, be humble. Doing good should be like that. 3. Your marital problems. Unless they are also your therapist, your family and friends don't need to know about your marital problems. While you may be tempted to vent to those close to you, doing so can place extra strain on your relationship once you and your spouse patch things up. That's because even though you have forgotten them or they have forgiven you, whichever the case may be, your family and friends might not be as forgiving. The fact that your partner cheated, admitted to hating in their laws, or committed some other gaffe will always be in the back of the minds of your family and friends. 4. Your lifestyle. I run every morning for an hour. I sleep 6 hours every night. Do people need to know every single detail of your life? Ask yourself this next time you start to talk about your unique lifestyle choices. If you have something right on track, good for you. But don't use your success to make others feel bad. Don't live your life to prove yourself to others. Live just for yourself. 5. Your weaknesses. If it wasn't a widely known fact that kryptonite is deadly to Superman, his enemies would never know they could use it against him. The same thing goes for your enemies, knowing your weaknesses. In some cases, letting people know your weaknesses gives them too much power over you, and they might just end up using your weaknesses against you. Insecure people are especially good at this. Pointing out your weaknesses takes the attention away from theirs. 6. Your resentment about the past. Constantly digging up the past is not going to help. Though past experience can easily affect today, do not let these define the moments you are in. The best thing you can do is to express yourself in the moment. This way you can prevent past regrets and resentments, forgive others in order to be peaceful, move on and let go. 7. Your goals. Keep your goals to yourself. That's the advice most writers and entrepreneurs gave in their talk. Here's the reasons why. Research has shown that sharing our goals with others makes those goals less likely to happen. That's because we feel a bit of instant gratification when our goals are noticed by others, and as a result, our minds have been tricked into feeling that we have already reached our goals. Then instead of actually pursuing them, we stop or become less motivated because we feel there is no longer a need to achieve these goals. Psychologists call this phenomenon social reality. 8. Other people's secrets. Do yourself a favor. Don't be the one to talk about the private life of others. Don't gossip about them. Just remember to mind your own business. If someone confides in you with confidential information, it is your duty ethically to keep their secrets. If you share this information with anyone else, then the trust is broken and the relationship will be severed. Now there are exceptions if the situation is life-threatening or endangering the life of someone. 9. Your past affairs. When you are head over heels in love, you may be tempted to divulge every little detail to your significant others. But there is a big difference between being honest with someone and telling them your entire life story. Unless you are cheating right now, it's probably not a good idea to tell your partner that you have been unfaithful in past relationships. After all, it's behind you now. It's all in the past. Besides, confessing to past infidelities might very well cause your current partner to distrust you. And once the trust in the relationship is gone, the love is usually the next things to go. 10. The talents you own. This one is actually something you can share with others. We wanted to conclude this one in the list because talents have become something to brag on in public. If you have special talents, don't talk about them constantly. Only talk about them when the right time comes. You know that actions speak louder than words. Apply this principle wherever you can. 11. You are looking for another job. This is something you definitely don't want to share with your boss or your coworkers. If you are looking for another job, keep that information to yourself, or just might find yourself out of a job, especially if your boss begins questioning your loyalties to the company. Rather than waiting for you to quit, they just may decide to fire you instead. Plus, coworkers who secretly want your job would like nothing better than to see you out on your keister. They may use your job search announcement as an opportunity to get you fired before you even have a chance to hand in your resignation, and if a company needs to make cuts, they are more likely to get rid of someone who doesn't plan on being there much longer anyway. That could spell trouble for you if you haven't even been offered another position yet. 12. Your life plan. Keep silent about your plan until you have actually managed it to fulfill them. Such plan often have weak spots which you haven't noticed. Therefore, the chances are that someone could pick them apart quite easily, leading you to become too disheartened to even try to overcome them or achieve them. 13. Your philosophy in life. You have your own viewpoint in life. You believe in something that keeps you going and live in a healthier way. Whatever decisions you have in your life, it only concerns you and no one else. Don't push your own philosophy to others' life. 14. Rumors. Rumors damage both the source and the target. When you get involved in the rumor mill, you are guilty of damaging the reputation of the person the rumor is about, as well as your own. If you disseminate enough rumors, no one will trust you, and in the end, no one wants to work with someone they can't trust. 15. Confidential information. Confidential information is given to you in, you guessed it, confidence. If your manager or the owner of the company has given you confidential information, or if you have confidential information about a fellow employee, keep it to yourself. This actually has multiple layers to it, one of which has legal ramification. Do not fall into this trap. 16. Social media remarks. Social accounts can cause problems. Against better judgment, you might post something hateful about a coworker or the company itself to one of your social network's accounts. If you do that and your coworkers or bosses have access to that account, you have set off a time bomb. Keep your social networking clearly separated from work. Don't share your Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, or Tumblr accounts with anyone at work. LinkedIn is a different story. Just make sure your Twitter feed doesn't populate in LinkedIn, or you have stripped away that demarcation. 17. Your partner's flaws. When you share your partner's unannounced habits or flaws with others, all you are doing is degrading them. You are going behind their back and talking about all the parts of them you don't particularly like. It might seem harmless to share their odd morning routine with a friend, but think about what would happen if they found out. They would feel hurt, betrayed, and unwanted. 18. Drama. Drama is something that you should have seized in high school, but the truth of the matter is, we all fall victim of drama now and then. The end result of too much drama in the office is becoming that employee that no one wants to associate with.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news.
If you learned something new today, then give the video a like and tell us in comments which step you like it more. And here's some others great videos I think you will enjoy. Just click on the left or on the right.